Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what up, hoodies? How everybody doing? Come on in. Make sure you guys are liking and sharing the video on your way in. Please and thank you very much. Let me throw that up there real quick because I know sometimes y'all forget. So please make sure you help the algorithm, help a sister out with the algorithm by liking and sharing the video. Thank you so much. Also, feel free to join the membership. And also, if you want to donate to the platform, of course, $the hood table 402. Thank you so very much. Now, you guys, I'm going to give a review, not really a review, but my thoughts on what we watched last night over on Leo the Lioness. And I'll also speak on, the situation that happened with VS and Reed. I talked a little bit about it yesterday, but I want to chime in on that again today because, a lot of people were thinking it was a play. A lot of people were thinking it was a play, and a lot of people still think it was a play. So I definitely want your guys' opinion on that. But yeah, I have another show that I have to do with somebody else on their panel. And then after that, I have to do my little commentary on a school shooting that happened here today. And somebody's 15-year-old child was shot inside of school, a high school here in our city. And they are right now in critical condition fighting for their life. So, of course, y'all know I do everything from the hood to the White House and the B sector. So I got to report on that. So, again, I won't be on here too long. But yes, what up, Room Shaker? How you doing? Thanks for joining us this evening, and everybody else. Let me know if y'all can hear me okay. I think my sound went out for a second. But yeah, I think I want to start off with Lo and Ness. Hey, boo. Hey, Charlie. How you doing, love? I want to start off with Lo and Ness because of the fact that just happened last night. Now, of course, VS and what went down with her and Reed happened yesterday too. But I want to discuss that with Lo and Ness because I haven't touched on that yet. And let me go ahead and drop this link because I think somebody might try to join me on here. What up, Cruiser? How you doing? How you doing, Robin? What up, though? Make sure y'all like and share the video. What up, Mad Day Deliverance? What up? Okay, PDP. Hey, everybody, come on in. Come on in. Okay, good. Thank you, Charlie. I don't know why the sound had went out, but it had put me on mute for some reason. But yeah, so I put the link down just in case anybody wants to chime in or jump on. But I just want to say this, as far as Lo and Ness, a lot of people have been giving their commentary and their opinions on that. What up, Blue Bell? And I just have to say, I have to agree with a lot of people who felt like, it felt kind of play-ish. Can I use that word? It felt kind of play-ish because of the simple fact, like a lot of people still don't understand. A lot of people still don't understand. Let me make sure this is my boo. Hey, boo.
It's me, boo. It's me.
All right. What's up, girlfriend?
Okay, you go ahead with your commentary, girl.
Okay, okay. So a lot of people still don't understand why Lolo is allowing a person, a woman, a female, so much younger than her, talk to her any old kind of way. Especially after you done lived. I mean, she's only 53, but still, compared to how early people die these days, she done lived a pretty nice amount of time on this earth. She done raised her children. She done been married, then had a household and everything, husband and all that. And then there's this younger person on YouTube who she seems to just talk to her any old kind of way. And I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. And if I was her children, I'll be so upset. Like, mom, like, you know how some kids in the past have been like, mom, you need to get your ass off of YouTube. To certain older ladies on here, that's how my sons will probably be. Or they be trying to be like, mom, what the fuck is up with that? What's going on? You don't let people treat you like that outside of YouTube. So why is you allowing people to treat you like that on YouTube? And the whole show yesterday, it was like, I was hoping that we really got something out the show. And this is no shade to Leo because she just had it on her platform. I know Leo was trying to hype it up. Lolo, at least pinch her. Lolo, go in, Lolo. Why are you holding back? I don't think Lolo was planning to do any of that. Like, she came there for, it looks like, a professional interview. Like, she was being interviewed by, a reporter or something. Looking good, jewelry, makeup, hair did, new outfit, she said.
Yeah, I don't think she thought she was coming there for what she came there for either. Because I'm gonna say this: Lolo's non-confrontational, right?
Right.
So I don't think that she knew that that was going to be like face to face kind of situation. Because think about it, when Lolo is confronted by somebody, a lot of times she backs down. Look what happened on her own channel with Jay Dunn, right? When Jay Dunn popped up on that link, Lolo backed down. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I like Lolo as a person. But we all know how Ness give it, right? I don't think she would be ready for that. I don't think no Lolo's that type of person. It's just like me. I wouldn't be ready to be that confrontational. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she really knew what a sit down. I think she thought a sit down meant they would talk peacefully, everything would be controlled. But
No,
we
it was
tired.
like it was like they wanted her to go 0 to 100 on Ness. And
I,
Ness was up there. Oh no, this show ain't about to be boring. I'm about to turn up. Everybody in the chat, she was telling all her, finessers, let's get this shit lit. Start, dragging or whatever. Um, Ness had no desire. It was never in Ness's mind to have some type of come to Jesus, some type of sit down per se, because a sit down is usually when two people are talking, one person talk, the other one listen, vice versa, and they try to at least come to some type of, even if it's just agree to disagree type of situation. But what Lolo put herself in, and I don't understand why she did it in the first place. You know what Ness gives? Ness be on 20. Lolo is like on 2.5 at the most. And you should have known, she should have known that she was about to get dragged and humiliated, and maybe she's not humiliated, but dragged and cussed out and disrespected, from Ness. I mean, it was happening before the trip, it was happening during the trip, so why would it not continue after the trip?
See,
So
that's
I
what I
feel
think.
like she shouldn't have never went, because although, and shout out to Leo, she had like 1.3, 1.4K. Shout out to Leo. But if you weren't going to turn up on Ness, or at least been prepared to turn up on Ness, then I think she should have not offered or agreed to that sit down. Or like Mother and a lot of other people said, I would have left that bitch and went to my own panel.
I
That's what I think. Yeah.
I think Lolo in her mind thought it was going to be a sit down. But she should know the sector well enough. She's been around long enough that she should know that wasn't never gonna be no sit down, child.
Oh no, it wasn't going to be a sit down. I had already pictured how I was going to go. I mean, I really did. I already pictured how I was going to go. Because for one, I still don't understand why they feel like she's playing a victim. I mean, I've been watching. I did back to back videos around the clock commentary on the whole Vegas thing from day one till people got back home, and even after then. And I still don't see how or why they're calling her or saying that she's playing a victim, because it really doesn't seem like that. I mean, from the beginning, she said nobody's done nothing wrong to her. Nobody's, made her feel some type of way. And even though we know that she does and still feels some type of way, I mean, for you to allow Ness to cuss your ass out on a party bus full of people, and she talking about she dropped some tears, that part I don't understand. I don't understand. I didn't understand it when like people met up at the show. I didn't understand how people could just let people run up on them, cuss them out, threaten them, and they just sit there. I never understand it. So if that was done to you on the bus and you continue to be accused of being a victim and cussed out and dragged and all this, what did she expect from the sit down? Like it was going to really continue. So I don't understand why. I mean, I really did. Did you get anything out to sit down?
No, it's the same thing to me. Unless somebody else can enlighten me, it sounds like the same old, same old. Uh, I'm gonna say this: if I was Lolo, I wouldn't take that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Lolo is presenting herself as a lady. You get what I'm saying? But in these streets, you got to put your lady aside for a minute. Let your crazy come out.
Yes, because she's not dealing with someone who acts like a lady. And I'm not saying Ness can't act like a lady, but this is YouTube and this is Ness's personality on YouTube. This is her character. Regardless if offline she's a totally different person. Online, this is Ness, aka Craig. So them two, like a lot of people was wondering in the beginning, why the fuck she want to go with them? Why you want to go with them? Why your older, because I'm not gonna call her elderly, but why your older ass want to go with these young kids who are grown, but you know what I mean? And they turn up. I mean, smoking, drinking, partying, all that kind of shit that you can't do. In the past, maybe, but these days, hell, I can't even stay up all night and dance all night and shit like that anymore. So I'm just saying, in a certain age group, we can't do that shit anymore. So I didn't really understand why she went anyway. But again, back to this sit down yesterday, a lot of people was expecting, we might hear. I don't know. I don't know I don't know. Mm-mm-mm.
I'm gonna say this. I understand in some point where Lolo's coming from. In another stance, I would have, yeah, it's cool, it's all right. Went and got my trip, and as soon as I got there, I would have been like, I'm cool on y'all. Y'all could go on that party bus by yourself. I'm good. And
Yeah,
I
I
done went and
would, and
did
I would
my
have
own
probably cussed their asses out and left it right there.
went and did my own thing that whole time I was there and had my own little fun.
Yep. And I'm like, shit, you ain't gonna cuss Ness out online. You ain't gonna cuss her out in public. You ain't gonna cuss her out when she got tears running down your eyes. I mean, just think about it. Lola was down there with her ailments. I'm not even gonna talk about the way they said she was bent down. Oh, I'm gonna leave that alone. But she did need like wheelchair assistance and things like that. No family, no friends, nobody there who really, really would be looking for her best interest as being comfortable. And again, that was not Ness's job, Lemon's job. That was none of their jobs. That wasn't even a sponsor's job. Again, nobody knew how serious her condition was until they saw her. And I would have been totally shocked when I saw her. I'm just being honest. I'll be totally shocked if I saw her because I'm like, oh my God. What is what is what I would have been shocked. So, I understand Ness and I'm saying, why the fuck you didn't tell us it was this bad? And then for her to say on the show last night, it ain't normally that bad. I can normally walk straight up. And Ness was like, you motherfucking lying to me in my lovely love voice. I'm like, come on, Lolo. We got to keep it real now. We got to keep it funky. I
Now,
don't
I
think
will say,
that just that trip, all of a sudden, she couldn't walk upright at all. Like she couldn't raise her back up at all. Um, I think that was probably something that normally happens to her. And I don't know her. I don't see her every day, but I'm just assuming because again, I talked about my little cousin who has been wheelchair, bound since birth with the same thing, spina bifida, and she can't walk. She can't walk upright. None of that stuff. So I just think that it's over now. I won't be hitting any more panels about it. I won't be letting nobody run numbers up on me about it anymore because it's obvious that you just want to be like kumbaya and allow Ness to treat you any type of way, and it's not a good look.
I will say I do have a back condition myself, but you wouldn't even know that I have it unless I'm having a bad day, which is very rare for me because I take care of myself, right? But you wouldn't even know that I have it. Like I'd be running around like I stole something, right? Like I'm not joking, you know. But I do know that people who have had that surgery, that it makes it 20 times worse. It makes you stiff. You know what I'm saying? Like your back will be real stiff and stuff. Like you know how you used to could like drop it like it's hot, and even with the back condition, you could still slip it a little. You know, when you had that
I'll
surgery,
be
you can't
saying I
slip
got
it
one
no
more
more.
twerk. I'll be saying I got one more twerk in me.
Hey, room shaker. Hey, Jen. Hey, Beef Sector Podcast. Hey, CEO, little boss lady. Oh,
Right. And I know Cruiser, I understand exactly what Cruiser is saying. She said it put Lolo in a good light though. And then Cruiser said, who looked bad in that video, Ness or Lolo? I think they both did. I think they both did because for Ness, it's like she's constantly trying to make us believe that Lolo was trying to play victim, and nobody sees that. Nobody sees that. Even when Lolo was felt like she was being humiliated and talked down and cussed and dragged and all that shit and disrespected and people mocking the way she walked and all that kind of shit, she still like held it in and still was trying to go with the flow. Something I can't do. I can't fake. I can't pretend to be happy. It's all over my face. First of all, I have no poker face when I'm feeling some type of way.
same.
So you would definitely know that I was pissed. It's no way I can hide it. I can't be like, oh, let's go eat. Lemon, do you want a burger? Oh, don't worry about it. Drink all the liquor in the wet bar. I don't care. I mean, it would never be like that. But I mean, it makes her. I want to say it makes her look bad because it's like you're continually letting somebody humiliate. Like if somebody gonna cuss me out, they ain't about to sit here in my face and just cuss me out and I ain't gonna say shit. You can cuss me out on your panel. You can cuss me out on the phone with your good Judies outside of YouTube. You can cuss me out on your community wall, but you're not gonna sit in my face and cuss me out. And if that's not something that you wanted to do or to put that energy that you wanted to put back into that interview, or not even an interview, but the sit down, then I think she shouldn't have even went.
I'm gonna tell you this. I would have either said something or dropped and went to my own panel and said what I had to say, and I would have rebutted everything she had to say. If I didn't want to have to scream over somebody, right? If I knew somebody was gonna do that to me, they was gonna talk over me and not let me, like on Miss Tiva's, right? When I had my little competition, which we ain't got no problems, you know. What it is, what it is. Um, but I ain't gonna sit there and just take it. I'm not gonna sit there and take somebody screaming at me or talking to me any type of way. Uh-uh. No, ma'am. No, sir. And I love me some Lolo. I really like Lolo as a person.
I
I
do
think she's
too.
a
I
genuinely
really,
sweet
really like Lolo, and that's
person.
why I'm like, if you're not gonna stand up for
Put your
yourself,
foot down,
then just
girl.
leave. Just leave. It's okay to walk away. I even raised my children that way. You know, I grew up fighting in the hood, gangs, and all that bullshit. But I raised my children a different way, and I also raised my children away from probably 75% of my family members who still out there on fuck shit, going around shooting people in and out of prison in their 40s and 50s. So I raised them away from that shit, kept them in sports. I knew what I was doing, something my parents didn't do with us. And I taught them growing up, yeah, defend yourself if you absolutely have to, but it's also okay to walk away. And Lolo, sometimes it's okay to walk away. Just leave it. Just because although, you know, some people might think you looking in a good light, but others are like, damn, do you let your kids talk to you like that?
It made her look weak, like she's allowing somebody to run all over her. There's a time to put your foot down, and that was her time to put her foot down. Like, I'm not taking this. You're not gonna talk to me any type of way. I'm old enough to be your mama, child. Like, she could have got it together in such a respectful manner that it almost makes her apologize, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think Miss T Velocity need to teach
Miss Tiva could do it,
a
child.
reading with couth. I don't even want to call it a reading with couth,
Man,
but
Miss
you know what I
Tiva be
mean. Miss
making me want to
Tiva be dragging
apologize.
without, yeah, Miss Tiva know how to drag and read without even going 20 on 10 or you know, but she still gets to the point. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
you can still feel
she'll make
exactly
you
what
want to.
she's saying.
She got that grandmama mama type of read that
Hmm.
makes you want to apologize like you did something wrong and you feel bad about it. You know what I'm talking about? Like they make you feel real terrible about what you just did.
Right, right.
That,
Because me personally, I'm not the type of person who I didn't argue in real life. It was just straight fighting. Like, why are we arguing? Let's just fight
yeah.
and get it over with. That's how I was, you know, on the streets. Just I don't do all that fighting and back and forth. While you up there talking shit, I'm gonna hit you in your grill. And you know, it's a wrap.
I hated them
So
people who
I'm not doing
talked.
it on here. I'm not gonna sit on no platform and go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, yelling and screaming and seeing who got the loudest mic and all that kind of shit. If I want to say something back to somebody, I'll use my platform. There's somebody who was talking shit about me the other day because they called me a liar. And I showed receipts that I was not a liar. But they went ahead and did a video about me and tried to cuss me out and shit. Now, that person specifically and particularly, I'm not gonna allow them to, and I don't even want to call it cloud chasing, even though I'm almost at 8K and I'm not gonna call it cloud chasing. I'm just not gonna do that. But I'm not going to let nobody get numbers off my back, especially that particular person. I would I argue with my dog first before I would argue with them. When I know I'm right and I have done nothing wrong. So sometimes it's okay to just be like, you know, get them the silent treatment. You know what I mean? Pay them dust. That can hurt a lot more when you paying people dust.
Oh yeah, you could pay it dust if it's, but you know what I'm saying. But if it's right in your face, and if she wants to pay it dust, drop down. Like the minute they start with you, just go drop down, go to your platform, strike up a live, and
Yeah.
say, hey, look, this is how I feel. I'm not going to do that back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
don't sugarcoat it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that is a thing that Southern people do sometimes. But I'm going to tell you something. You get a Southern person mad enough, we may sugarcoat when we're being nice to you because we like you, right? So we'll sugarcoat some things, right? That's just our language, like calling people sweetie, honey, you know, stuff like that. That's our language, right? But when you make us mad, you're going to see a side you ain't never seen before, and you're going to wish to God you didn't make that Southerner mad. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. And what she needs to do is put that foot down, tell them how you feel, be real, 100% genuine. And if they're going to be people, this, I think Lolo really wants everybody to like her. And here's the thing, not everybody's going to like you. You're going to have these people, and I understand, I think there's some people in the camps that she really enjoys, and she knows if she says the wrong thing, those people will straight up turn on her.
And
Here's
it's
the,
okay.
it's
Everybody don't have to
okay.
like you. Child. I wish I would be on here trying to front and try to appease people all the time so everybody can like me. You either like me or you don't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she needs to come out here and put that foot down and say it exactly how she means it, what she feels. And if somebody don't like it, tell them to kiss her on both cheeks. Okay?
Exactly. And while she bent over, I ain't trying to be funny, but while you bent over, I'll be like, kiss that ass. Kiss that ass. Because my thing is this. I like Lolo. I really, really do. I really like Lolo. But what people want her to do, see, this why I say pay them dust. If you're not going to give them what they're giving, then pay them dust. Because Lolo knows what's going on that trip. She knows how she really felt on that trip, but she's still not like that's one thing Leo was saying. Lolo, why are you holding back? Just say what the fuck you want to say, how you really feel. And I feel like this: if you're not going to say how you really felt about the situation, then why are you even at the sit down? Because we all know that you felt some type of way. I mean, tell that motherfucker how you felt. Like, even when she was like, yeah, I had like a 2-tier. I was crying. If somebody hurt my feelings, friend, family, children, whatever, I'm going to tell them, you hurt my motherfucking feelings. And this why I'm pissed. And we ain't good till you make it right. And in this type of situation, it's basically a wrap. It's a done deal. So I wouldn't even gave, again, shout out to Leo for the 131K in the chat. But I wouldn't have went. I wouldn't have went because you're not being honest. You're still not being honest with yourself, with Ness, or with the sector. You're still not being honest. So if you're not going to be honest and you don't really want to talk about how you really feel, then why did you go? I mean, Ness popped off from the jump talking about, you moron. She said that within the first 2 sentences. You fucking moron. Then she laughed. I'm sorry. I said, I'm sorry I called you a moron. I take it back. I would have left right there. Like, if you wasn't going to give Ness that same energy, you should have left. Went to your own panel, or either just paid her dust and be like, fuck this shit.
I'm out.
She called her a moron. Like, she called her a moron. Like, as if she's dumb, as if she's stupid, as if she's the R words that we're not supposed to use anymore in 2024. Mentally challenged is probably better. But she called you a moron.
Hey, Patty LaBelle. Hey, BA Superstar. Hey, Miss Juicy Reviews. Hey, Miss Rhonda. Hey, Miss Juicy. Hey, Silky Black. Hey, Miss Coffee. I'm trying to make sure everybody says gets hey, too. Hey, Kind of Me. Hey, Peter Panel Kenner. Hey, Zion Movements. Hey, Jill Comfort Zone. Okay, I got everybody. I'm trying.
Thank you so much, because I was trying to. I meant to squeeze them in while I'm talking. Did you get Silky Black and Miss Coffee and Miss Juicy?
Yeah, I got them.
And
I got
Rhonda? Okay. You got them all.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got them all, Chad. I went down the list.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So that's all I gotta say about this. You can have your last words or whatever about to say about what you feel about that, and then we're gonna move on to the next topic. But go ahead, babe.
I think that Lolo needs to meet up with one of the bigger OGs about this, whoever she felt comfortable with, and do a real sit down with her words and just let all her feelings out at one time, how she felt about everything, and be real. Don't let nobody make you pussy pop and pedal pop backwards. Really let it go. And it's going to make you feel better. You know what I'm saying? In the long run, because you still got some feelings that you ain't letting go. I let it go and let God. I'm telling you, I be done told
let go and
out.
let God. There you go. Let go and let God. What's up, Connie? Hey, boo. She said, one more, Charlie. One more.
One more time, Charlie. Hey, Connie. How you doing?
Hey, beautiful Connie. Yeah, you definitely got a red ball. Now, okay, so let's get into the other hot topic, Reed and VS.
Ooh, child.
Now, I spoke about it a little bit yesterday, so I'm going to let you start off on how you feel about this situation or your thoughts on this situation. And again, like I said yesterday, I'm trying to be as neutral as I can because I like both ladies, and I really am still in disbelief that this is happening.
Child, at first I thought it was a play.
Same here.
I
Yes.
thought they was joking. I thought they was playing around. I did not think it was gonna get this serious. But when I heard this morning, I was like, "Oh, this is serious. This ain't no play. This ain't no joke, child. Oh Lord, baby Jesus, sweet baby Jesus. I don't know what to say. Let me go to the clouds. I ain't
You
getting
know
in the middle
what?
of this one."
I really thought it was a play. Like I said, y'all heard me say yesterday when VS said, "Are you speaking or spitting?" on Brianna's panel when Bree when I can't even talk. I can't even get it out. When Reed had told because Reed was trying to talk and VS was over talking her, and she said, "Hold up, I'm talking, I'm talking, I'm talking," and VS was like, "Are you speaking or spitting?" I wanted to just throw the computer out the whole window because I'm like, this got to be a play. Yes, I know you and Reed did concoct this bullshit last night to hype up the sector because everybody tired of this Lo and Ness and Vegas shit.
I thought so too, child. I thought that they were just playing around because I've heard them do some stuff like that before, and come at each other and then they'll be aight, right? And so that's what I thought it was again. I even fell out the clouds at Breeze. I was busy doing something, child. And I fell straight out them clouds. Also, hey, Smooth Carter, I saw you fell out them clouds. I fell out them clouds, child. And I was like, ooh, hey, Kimberly Black. Child, I was like, okay, this, maybe they're playing. And this morning, I was like, they not playing.
I really thought they
No.
were playing. And what up, Smooth Carter? Smooth Carter said, "You miss me? I'm in the clouds." What up, Kimberly Black? Hey, how you doing? Make sure y'all come on in and like and share the video, please, and thank you very much. But yeah, I totally thought they were playing. And when I think it's a play, a lot of times, Charlie, I don't even really do commentary on plays. I have never been one to do commentary when I really think it's a play because I'll be like, oh, they be all right. Give them a few days, a week or so. Especially when it comes to these friends. And I know VS said they weren't. She considered her like a, what did she say?
It's like a
Not a
YouTube.
friend, but a, like, I don't want to say coworker like Jay Wilson calls us, a 1099, but more of like a,
I would say
what
a
did she say?
YouTube ship, like a YouTube
YouTube
ship.
chip or something like that. And a lot of us do have YouTube shits. And what up, you gotta chill, and it's me, Jazzy. Miss Claudia, how you doing, love and global? What up? How y'all
Hey,
doing?
Mama
What up,
Club. Hey, Miss
Diva?
Claudia.
That's my hometown. Ooh, Diva, I need to hit you up. Diva. I would like to do a show with you about the shooting that happened today in our city. That's my girl from my town. That
Miss
we
Claudia, associate. She said associate.
associate, that's right. But Miss Diva, yeah, we in the same city. So Diva the boss. That's my hometown sus. But yeah, that shit that happened today at Northwest High School with the shooting, that was yeah, that was a lot. But yeah, so as far as like VS, I thought it was a play, especially when VS was like, are you speaking or are you I can't believe I'm sorry. But on the outside looking in, we all see, like, some people even like look at me like, why you fuck with VS? I've always liked VS. If you ain't never known that I've always liked VS, then I don't know where you been.
No, I don't either.
Because from the jump, when that shit happened, I mean, even before all the shit that she had went through and everything, I was like, okay, this is YouTube, this is the B sector. People drag, people do this, people do that. And nothing ever really like was like, oh, this is just too much with her, because it was like everybody just seemed to be doing the same type of shit, but they was always trying to attack one main person that they thought was a demon or the devil or whatever. And I'm looking at other motherfuckers like, well, shit, y'all doing the same goddamn shit. And when she left, I'm like, y'all really doing it now. So should we all try to get your ass out of here too? So I always looked at it like that. And then once she came back, I was like, oh yes, She's back. She's back. We need to get these streets, set back on fire like they used to be, right? But she came in kind of slow, kind of easy. She came in, said what she had to say. She sat some people down, said, I'm not fucking with some people. I'm still fucking with these people. Whoop, whoop, whoop. But, when it comes to her, a lot of people don't understand why do people fuck with her in the first place. And I understand how some people are like, okay, you're going to be next. You're going to be next. They turn on this person. They turn on that person. They turn on that person. So when this happened with her and Reed, I totally thought it was a play. And I don't feel that way anymore though, because earlier today, Reed, she had got on her panel and she had posted a picture. What was it, like a thumbnail of her? Was it her auntie? The one who had passed away? And I think that was in response to VS saying that to Leo that the only reason why Reed is fucking with her now or in her chat is because she just recently lost a loved one to cancer. And Leo has cancer. So I was really kind of shocked and taken back when Reed came live earlier today and she was literally like crying and people have to jump on the panel like, please don't do this. Just get off. Just come back later after you calm down. So now I'm really thinking that it's really a real beef. So what's your thoughts?
I think it's a real beef too. I thought that they would just smooth it over like they always do. Like they would go back behind the scenes, chill out, talk to each other, like call each other kind of situation or talk about it. And then this morning when I saw them lives, both of them strike up at the same time. I heard what VS said. I heard what Reed said. I heard Reed crying, and I heard all this. I was like, no, this ain't no play. This is for real, real. Like they really, because I know them two both well enough to know that no, they wouldn't go as far as they went if it was a play. They would have kept it real superficial, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
once they started going after each other's kids, yeah, no, that ain't for play. That's
Yeah,
for
when I
real,
hear
real.
VS, when I heard her talk about, because I never heard that. I don't know if that had hit the streets before, but VS had mentioned her older son, not the one that's autistic, but the oldest son had tried to unalive himself. And I was like, oh, yeah, I think this is not a play now.
Yeah,
Now,
I saw that too.
I'm not gonna talk
Miss
too much on
Coffee.
that because I don't talk about kids. I'm not saying other people shouldn't because it's the B sector. And our model has been what? You can't tell people how to fight.
I saw Reed go live first. I've watched all the lives back to
Yep.
back, and some of them while the other one's live too. Chat. I had Miss Coffee. I had 4 devices at one time. Chat. You need to take my devices. But at first I did. I thought it was a play, and yeah, I'm a little brokenhearted or whatnot. I hate to see them fight, but I don't. We know some of what's went on behind the scenes, but we don't know everything. Not everything is fully came out, if
And
that
that's
makes
why
sense.
I really am still being like, I'm not being biased. Like, some people don't fuck with VS, and so they're leaning more on Reed's side. Some people don't fuck with Reed, and so they're leaning more on VS side. I like both of the ladies. I think they're both cool. I think they both been bringing great content to the sector. I think if Reed was gone, or even when VS was gone, we knew how the sector was. Yeah, the sector was still thriving per se, but we know how the sector was before VS left, and we also know how it was when she left. So I'm not saying that without them, we wouldn't be shit. But I'm saying we know what everybody brings to the sector, whether it's Sean, whether it's Mother, whether it's Jay Wilson, VS, Phi, Bree, we all know what each one of them brings to the sector. And that's why I want to talk about how VS was saying that she didn't quite understand why Reed kept talking about, whining to her, or, however she put it, like complaining all the time about Ness dragging her or putting her pictures or her children or whatever on her community wall or doing whatever. And she didn't understand it. And she was always telling Reed, why don't you strike her channel? Why don't you take the page? Why don't you get the video down? Why don't you? Because we know VS, she all about the biz naive when it comes to her content. If she don't give you permission to play her shit, if you try to put her picture on your shit, she will flag you and strike you. And we have seen people lose channels. So VS was always wondering, well, why won't she do it? Why won't she do it? And then after hitting Bree's link, and then they had a little spat, then Reed went live and said the reason why she's not striking Ness is because that's her content. So Reed is kind of like a okay, what's his name? The one in Cali, the one who always go back and forth with Jay Wilson. What's his name? Uncle Tim. Reed and Ness is like an Uncle Tim and JW, because the way that Uncle Tim used to always go in on Jay Wilson every day, every video. It didn't matter if Jay Wilson just woke up and breathed. Uncle Tim was making a video. And it's kind of like, I guess that's how Reed feels. Like Ness is her content. She's going to always do content on her because it gets her numbers, and it is what it is. But I also understand what VS was saying about, well, if that's it, why didn't you just tell me? Why are you whining to me and complaining to me? And I'm sick of this bitch and this bitch, and that, and post my pics and talk about me and drag me, instead of just being like, it's all good. I'm making content. Like, what's your thoughts on that? Like,
I understand VS's point of view about that. It's like VS used the analogy, and I believe it is a great analogy. If you have a friend that you know is with a dude who's doing abusive things,
like
and she's sitting there steadily complaining to you, and you're telling her how to fix the situation, but she don't want to hear it. But at the same time, like she also said, I saw she had to do is say, yeah, I don't want to do it because this is my content. This gives me content. I want to get paid. Even though it hurts my feelings, she could have said, yeah, it hurts my feelings. Yeah, it bothers me. But at the same time, this is how I'm getting paid. I believe VS would have said, but I don't want to hear about it no more. And then this problem probably would not have happened, because it would have been like, well, if that's the case, I just don't want to hear about it no more. You know what I'm saying? And you convince somebody else instead of me. You know?
Right.
But I'm hoping that this doesn't go further, but I know both of them, and if they keep poking each other, this is going to be evil. Like, y'all think y'all seen something yet? This is about to be bad. Like, child, when I say this ain't going to be content no more, we're going to have people scared in the clouds shaking with their boots. That's what's fixing to happen, because these two both.
That's right.
Don't stop.
And we get that now. It's me, Jazzy. And actually, I think we got it before. I mean, most people who are always going in, even if it's the same person, we know people is like they're, okay, I love me some Rebel. Remember when Rebel used to always go off on Tracy? Every time he was always dragging Tracy, he would be wearing wigs and makeup and running there mocking Tracy and doing his little skits. It got to a point where he was like, I need to stop this, because people is going to think something about me always coming for Tracy. You know, it goes from doing content to kind of borderline bullying. You know what I mean? But if you two are going back and forth, that kind of takes the bullying away a little bit, because you're both doing it for content. And like I said, if you don't want nobody to get numbers off of you, like somebody recently was trying to do to me, I just pay them dust. I mean, I'm not about to sit here and go back and forth with you every day just because you're upset about something I said. It is what it is. But on the flip side, if that's how you really felt, like, I don't understand why Reed was even complaining in the first place. It would have been more to me like, VS girl, I'ma drag this bitch tomorrow. I don't give a fuck if she talking about my kids. I don't give a fuck if she talking about me. I don't give a fuck if she posted about me and my teeth or whatever. I'ma drag this bitch. It ain't gonna be, I'm sick of this bitch and she doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that. You know what I mean? So that's just my thoughts on that. I really was hoping that it was a play and that they would eventually just, but when I heard the kids being talked about today, when VS brought that out about the oldest one trying to unalive itself and how she claims Reed was afraid that somebody was called CPS and things like that, and how she said Reed was on the phone or Reed was online all day on YouTube the day that her son, tried to unalive himself. That's when I knew, oh shit.
I said the same thing. I said, "Oh snap, this about to get bad." And then Reed did a little shot back, but not. I'm gonna say this. Woo,
Reed did
child.
a shot bad, but it wasn't.
I'm gonna say that it's going. If it continues, it's fixing to be the worst bloodshed we've seen on these streets in a long time, child. I
Yeah,
mean,
because
it's
Reed
gonna
talking
be
about
old
300 feet.
school. It's gonna be old school.
Factor.
It's gonna be so old school that it's gonna be something that some of y'all newbies ain't never seen before. We've seen it because we've been here, but y'all ain't seen how bad and terrible it can get. And if they continue, it will. I'm hoping that they both just leave each other alone, go in their little corners. You know what I'm saying? Go in your own
Yep.
little corners, because I
That's
don't
what I'm
want to see
hoping.
this.
I'm hoping so, because I know that when two people who are cool with each other end up really in a beef, like Reed has already said, you show your receipts, but your receipts gonna be the same as my receipts. So and then the thing is, when we're talking behind the scenes, I talk behind the scenes to a couple of people that I consider, cool, my good Judies, my friends. And then there's some that I just have YouTube YouTube ships, and it's basically about making content, things like that. And I know some people, even regarding me, I didn't heard the person who's trying to get me to beef with them say, "Oh, you over there kissing and licking VS's ass." How am I over here kissing and licking VS's ass? I
I
treat
did not
VS the
know.
same way I treat every other person that I have a YouTube ship with.
I didn't
We
know
have a
that.
YouTube ship.
Reed, Miss Claudia says, didn't Reed bring up VS's daughter first, and then VS responded because Reed did 2 lives before
She
VS.
said because
I only knew
her
about
daughter was
one of them.
climbing out the window. Yeah.
Oh, see, I missed that part, child. I must have been when I was getting my coffee, child. Because I had to have my coffee this morning. There was just too
Well, I
much. I
think she
couldn't
first
deal.
said. I think she first said, and it's been so many videos that we've been watching. It's kind of hard to keep things in order. So I could be out of order, and I stand to be corrected. So if I got it wrong, let me know. But I think she said something like, at least my daughter wasn't trying to run away from me. Something like, she said, you ain't got no real friends. You ain't got nobody who loves you. Even your own kids, your daughter tried to get. It was something like that. It was something like that. Now, I don't know who hit first with the kids. I'm just being honest. Because you know how it is when you work all day. Yeah, I be working 8 to 12 hours a day. I be trying to keep up as best as I can. But I don't know about that. But I only brought up that part about somebody said I'm kissing her ass or something like this. Let me just say this about me and VS. I've always liked her. I always supported her before and after IHOP Gate. When she came back, I was totally excited. Everybody knew that. When the 3 years was almost up, I was making videos saying, I know she coming back. I know she coming back. I can't wait till she come back. It was like I always supported her. I ain't never licked and kissed up her asshole though. Me and VS is like her and other people on here. And other people, there's a lot of people on here who might deal behind the scenes for content, discussing different storylines, things like that. So, for instance, when I was covering her and Seven and different people, some people oh, you're just VS. You're Charlie, how long you been following me? I've been covering court cases even in my own hood for years. And
Just requesting black and white.
only time I ever cover a case that involves anybody in the B sector is if they brought it out here first. I ain't never went behind the scenes and said, "Oh, let me see if somebody got a court case. Oh, let me see if somebody got a lawsuit. Oh, let me see." I ain't never did none of that. But if somebody brings some shit on here, yeah, oh girl, you got a court case. What's going on with that? What's tea? People be blowing shit out of perspective. So when I was watching Reed earlier do her video, I know she had mentioned like the court case, and she said Tanya with the hood table, and then she was like, "Nah, I'm not even gonna go there." I was like, "Go where?" I'm like, "Where are we going?" Like, I that kind of threw me for a loop. And she was like, "No, no, I'm not gonna." I didn't understand what she meant, but I was just like, "Okay." I don't know if other people heard that, but I was like, uh okay, that was I don't know, I don't know. I was just like, I'm just watching, I'm trying to be neutral in the whole situation, but that kind of threw me for a loop. I don't know if you heard that, Charlie, or if anybody else heard my name mentioned when she went live, but I was just
Child, I did not, cause it's been hard to keep up there, and I took me a little nappy nap, child, cause it was just I needed some mental health break. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this to everybody: take you a little mental health break, take you a little nappy nap. You know what I'm saying? It's good for you now that you're older. That's what I did, child. I took me a nappy nap.
girl, I need a nap right now, but I got another live I got to get to. My girl Sislo,
Ooh, Cislo.
she's doing a birthday live, and it's a little late because she had somebody pass in her family last week around the time of her birthday, so she kind of postponed her birthday live. So we're gonna go head over there next. But I think this is Jay Dizzle in the background. Let me just pull up the banner real quick just to make sure. Jada,
Hi.
Hey,
hey, how
Jada.
you doing?
Doing okay. I just caught you in a lie. You said you don't cover B sector court cases unless the people bring it out here. Because I
Right.
know damn well I ain't bring mine out here, but you covered it. So don't tell
So
that lie.
how did I find out about your case?
I ain't bring it out here.
Somebody had the which case? Okay, hold up. Which case are we referring to?
Right, right. So if somebody did it, but don't say unless the person
No,
brought
no,
it
no,
out
no.
here.
I
Don't
didn't
do
mean.
that because you
I
lying.
no, no. Let me. Okay, let me take that back. I did not mean unless that specific person brings it out. I did not mean that. The person who's in court, not that specific person. If it hits
Okay.
the YouTube B sector streets, no matter who brought it out, then I will cover it. So I'm sorry. I did not mean it. I didn't mean it that way. I did
Girl,
not mean it that way.
girl, because I'm like, I typed up in the chat. I'm like, what? Don't
Cause
don't tell me that.
I'm like, huh? What? But yeah,
But yeah,
that was my fault. I worded that wrong, but that was my fault.
yeah, well, I just didn't want you to be dishonest. But as
Oh,
long as you
now Jada,
corrected
you
it.
already know. I will, like I say, I always stand to be corrected. So you already know. You already know. And I apologize if I said something wrong. But yeah,
Okay. But how y'all doing?
I'm
How you
doing
doing,
good.
cutie?
But let me ask y'all this real quick. Okay, let me ask y'all this real quick. And Charlie, you still gonna get a chance to chime in on that bullshit. But with the read and everything. But I also want to ask y'all. Now we can either start here or we can finish up on our thoughts on VS and Reed. But I definitely want us not to forget. I want to discuss this ZX and VS podcast. So here's your chance. If you got to say anything about VS and Reed, go for it.
I'm gonna say this: that podcast. I'm gonna watch it and see how it goes. Um, I personally have nothing against ZX like some people do because he ain't did nothing to me personally. If that makes sense. So I've had a great time on his platform before. His mods are very sweet and everything. Um, and I believe that they can give great commentary. You know, on different situations. I'm just hoping that they don't clash heads because you got two strong personalities.
I know.
When you got two strong personalities, you're putting in a room together. But I mean, it depends on. I think they'll do all right as long as let's we've seen these panels go good. We've seen these panels go bad. We've seen these shows go amazing. We've seen these shows run off the rails. It's going to be very interesting.
I know I had saw Bree. I think it was Brianna in one of her videos earlier. She said something about the new TSCC. What was the title of her show? Something about TSCC. And I was like, what is she talking about, TSCC? Then I saw the podcast. I don't know if Bree was referring to that or if she was referring to something else. But I was like, maybe that's what Bree was talking about. VS and ZX
Well,
doing a podcast or something, or
they've also said that some of the old members gonna
Okay.
create their own little thing. So I don't know if she was talking about that or the podcast.
Oh, hold up now. Hold up. Who was supposed to do that?
Some of the ones that don't get along with VS no more. Let's just say it
Oh,
that
like
way.
Chopper now?
Hmm.
Oh. Did you hear about that? Did you hear about that, Jada?
I heard about that TSCC is being reformed, but that's a lie. Um,
Oh. Okay.
yeah, I was over there up on the transits trying to explain to her what TSCC was because she didn't know, but she ain't live no more, so I'm not taking your views away. But
Oh, that's okay.
this, yeah, but this right here, this podcast, y'all, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in anything that grown folks do, and so I have to pass. Then I'm wondering once they do it, if they're gonna be streaming it on YouTube, is it gonna go to VS members only, or is it gonna be out in the public? But either way, I'm not interested because I
But
don't
it's
I
a
don't
new
care about his
channel.
opinion.
It's a
It's
new
a
channel.
brand new channel. So it's like
Oh,
I think they have a joint venture. I don't and see this what see okay now we didn't have this try in the past, right? And we had TSCC. We also had the train. What was it? What was
TSCC
it?
Mess Express.
The Mess Express, and then and then we had the other one with Joyce and them. So I don't know. See,
They
I
had the
always
but the
felt a
Gentleman's
fact
certain kind of
because
way.
Panel.
when
I
I
always,
saw her
uh-huh.
advertising it today, there was a whole cash app. Who in the hell is sharing a cash app with glitter boots that can't even pay his water bill?
Oh
Who doing
Lord.
that?
Well, see, my thing is this: when it comes to sharing the same exact panel, like the same exact AdSense or the same exact, you know what I mean? It's not like VS is over here, he's over here. Every now and then we'll switch up and I'll join you over here and then you'll join me over there. When it comes to creating a channel solely on your show, it can be pretty, you gotta be careful with that because like who's gonna be in charge of the assets, who's gonna be in charge of this? Are both of your names gonna put on everything? You gotta think about taxes, you gotta think about all that kind of stuff because you actually got to file taxes on any money you make on this. And most people who do things like that on the same channel, essence, they're usually like families with children, husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, things like that because it yeah.
Not only that, but me and Lady Nika, we are on the same page. We're cordial right now. But y'all cannot forget with the Meds Express, where they said that Nika had took money out of their share, whatever they had. I mean, come on now. Who gonna
And
do
then the
this
shit
with
with
glitter
Joyce.
boots?
Remember the shit with Joyce? I thought that was so crazy because I thought that kind of got blown out of proportion because they was like, Joyce, she accidentally put it in her name where she got the money, but it was like, what, $30, $40? I'm like, y'all
Well, but see now
another
with
30
Joyce,
$40.
Joyce had Shelly buying her Popeyes. So so that $30, $40 back then
I
probably
was
went a
like,
long way for her.
like, she couldn't
But
have
I'm
just
just
sent them
not
all
gonna
to the
share my money with
cash app.
anybody up on here. No, I'm not. Now I will make the agreement where I could give you a cut, but I'm not gonna have a shared cash out with nobody, especially not him.
Child, I'm just looking forward to seeing. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking forward to
You want me to
seeing how
drop
this
that
is gonna
link?
go, how it's gonna work. I'm just looking forward because this is really going to be like who would have ever thunk VS and Grown Folks TV would come together and have a show together?
I
Nobody.
never thought I'd see the day because when they first came together, it was like two tornadoes colliding.
Yes, and a lot of people are not interested. There's people in the chat saying, "I ain't going. I'm not interested. I'm not watching. I'm not supporting."
Yeah,
There's people who,
I'm not
yeah, go ahead,
interested.
Charlie Boo. Go ahead.
Oh,
Mhm.
I was just saying I'm not interested at all. And not only that, it's not even to knock what VS trying to do. But this man don't like VS kind. That'll be just like me doing a podcast with damn Donald Trump. The man don't like gays, bisexuals, depending on whatever day VS is on. The men don't like them. So I'm trying to figure out how they even gonna make that work. but he is disrespectful as all get out. Not only that, but he disrespect her too because he said that women who have autistic children have cursed wombs. Did we forget
Oh
about that?
yeah, I remember that. And
Right.
just
So
Cooler
I'm
said
just
you
like,
owe her
what in the
lunch.
hell you why I never would. If I was VS, I never would. Because I can only see it going left at some point.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how well or not so well it goes. We can only wait and see, you know. But just Cooler said, you taking her to lunch tomorrow?
Ooh,
No, cool.
Is it a date?
hey,
No,
Colin
Cooler
Boo.
Cooler be asking me that all the time because me and her both here in Atlanta. But no, Cooling.
So
You
y'all ain't
gotta
never
let me
hooked
know
up,
in
like for
advance.
real? Why y'all ain't never
Huh?
hooked up and y'all both in the A?
Well, because Coolin only been wanting to hook up with me while I've been on probation, and then I got off probation, and then I had other legal mess going on. And so when Coolin would hit me up, I either had to work or I just wasn't trying to take the chance to be out on the road.
Okay, I can understand that. I can understand that. I love
Yeah, but
Atlanta.
I don't mind meeting up with Coolin. But Coolin, no, you gotta give me at least a week or two in advance. I mean, come on now.
And where you trying to go, Cool and Papa Do's? And thank you, Carrie. Tips are appreciated. $ the hood table 402. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what to expect from, you know, because I think VS and ZX, if you think of two people with some really strong personalities that are just not alike at all, yeah, I would pick them too. So this is like maybe an opposites. We don't never know. It might be an opposites attract type of situation as far as content and commentary. I don't know.
It can go one or two ways. It can go amazingly because they both have different viewpoints,
Yeah.
and or it could go the opposite. It'd be really bad. But I'm hoping because usually when VS puts her mind to something with business wise, she's very smart about it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Hmm.
I'm hoping it goes the good way. I'm hoping they bring some topics that we ain't never seen or heard before in the beef sector. You know, something that just sparks an interest. You know what I'm saying? But
So we're no
you never
longer
know.
talking about Vegas.
I'm telling you, child. I'm telling you, this Vegas trip. That's all we've been talking about since what 6 months ago before it even happened.
But see, this the thing with this endeavor. I don't have any doubt that VS couldn't do something great with it. I just question her choosing of him because that's going to set her at a disadvantage unless she wants a challenge to be able to see if with this disadvantage she's going to be able to do something. But it's a lot of people up in the beef sector that just don't have a good taste in their mouth for him. Even
Right.
with the trailer thing that she played today, when it first had came on, it might have been 100 people there. And I was really shocked because I saw in my timeline that it's there and it was only 100 people and I was like, why ain't that many people over here? So I clicked in and I saw and like periodically I clicked back in and then it was only like 28 people. I honestly think that she could do a good show like this, but I don't think he the right co-host at
Yeah, I
all.
absolutely believe that too, Jay Dunn. I mean, I really miss I mean, the show that she had with Nika and Bree and Chop. I really do miss that. I mean, I know it'll never happen again, but I really did enjoy that. But I also enjoyed the one with what's her name, Joyce and Billie Jean. I enjoyed that one too. I love that's one thing. I know some people don't like panels, but most people don't like panels because it's usually a Thunderdome type of thing going on where they just arguing and screaming and who got the loudest mic. But when you have a panel of different people and different personalities and you all discussing like one topic, I love just seeing all the different views and different opinions and things like that. And if you have a great personality, it's always going to work. So yeah, I miss those shows, but again, I know they won't ever come back. But a lot of people have wondered. Like I know Charlie probably heard it too. A lot of people have wondered, was VS going to ever create a new TSCC?
I got an
So
idea for some people right now in my head. I'm gonna tell you that one. I love
mhm.
there's a few people I would love to see all on the panel together every day, bringing the mess. And I know they be watching everything, so I know they know it all. Jay
Mm-hmm.
Dunn, you one of them, baby.
Oh yeah.
You one of the ones in my brain. Because I'm gonna tell you something, Jay Dizzle. There's a lot of people that you're controversial in the fact that some people love you, some people don't. You know what I'm saying? But you bring the truth, you bring what you see to the table. Like if you're running around these streets, you know what's going on better sometimes than most people do. You know what I'm saying? Because you
Yep.
pay
Mhm.
attention. So that's why I say you bring a new and a different structure to it with your brain. And there's gonna be
And she
people who
never
don't
hits
like
the
you, but there's
panel
people
talking
who love you.
about what had happened. Jay Dunn don't ever hit a panel. Now people might not want her to hit the panel, but Jay Dunn don't ever hit the panel talking about what had happened, who did what I missed. Jay Dunn be bringing like content whenever it's
And
time to hit the
commentary.
panel, and that's why I have never had a problem allowing Jay
I
Dunn
knew
over here.
she was gonna hit Lolo's the other day. I was
Yeah.
waiting on it. I was like 5, 4, 3.
But you know what they also said in the chat, Jada, when you got up here when I was talking about court docs, they said Jada
What?
always trying to catch somebody in a lie, and that's a good thing. Let me tell you, that is a good thing because Jay Dunn will get the shit popping, and if she think, oh, that ain't what happened. That's one thing I like about Jay Dunn. She don't usually be wrong about the tea that she brings or the content that she brings. So yeah. That's all I gotta say about that.
Well,
Mhm.
and that is true, and I appreciate that. Now, as far as the new TSCC, no, I will not be a part of that. I wasn't with the old one. But, as far as the new Mess Express, I don't know that that would go down because VS back then, when she had that Mess Express, everybody had to be on the camera. So I'm trying to figure out, is Glitter Boots gonna raise up out of his bed and get on the camera? I mean, how is this really gonna work?
Oh, they definitely got to be both on camera. They definitely got to be on
But
both
but
because
we ain't
VS
seen
is
nothing up
always
in
on
the
camera.
preview that say he gonna get on the camera. He might still be
Oh
talking his
no,
mess.
VS. I'm letting it be known right now. I know you probably somewhere out there in the clouds. If you gonna be on camera, him and his gray beard gonna have to be on camera as well, and his shades. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, him and his catheter gotta
Oh,
be on
oh.
camera.
And that, not the catheter
Oh,
child
see? The views and opinions of the host are not that.
of the guest. We did not say that child. Don't read us a bill.
I said it. I said it, and I stand in it. Him and his catheter gotta be on camera.
But no, I'm serious though. I think that if you really have like an ongoing show like that, the thing about those other shows, even with Jay Wilson when he did his Gentlemen's, the thing about those type of shows is everybody came on camera. That's the B sector way. Now, of course, a lot of us don't come on camera now because I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all know, even on my other channels, my ass was on camera. I don't care what I look like, big, yellow, short hair, long hair, wig, no wig. I was always on camera. But then I got to the point where I'm like, fuck it.
I'm
It
being
seems like
lazy, child.
nobody wants to go on camera anymore. So why the fuck should some people try to be presentable and get on camera when a lot of the sectors, like 95% of the sector, don't get on camera anymore?
I'm
So
being
that's why
lazy. I
every now
admit
and
it.
then, maybe once every few months, I'll just pop on camera. They be like, "Hey, Hood Table." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm on camera today." This. But
If
yeah,
everybody else could be lazy, why can't I do it, child? I'm being lazy. That's what I call it.
exactly. In my little
And I have to
like Sheffy in my little moo moo.
I have to give my honest opinion, y'all, and this is real. And it might be a slight exclusive over here. But I don't do the
Oh,
camera no more because when I was getting on the camera, that's when I was attracting all these hoes.
Oh
oh
And all
my
shit.
they
god.
did was give me more money, more problems. And it's funny because now that I don't be on the camera like that, I ain't attracting as many as I used to.
Oh my
And I
goodness.
like my life this way. I like it this way.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
you ain't got as many stalkers neither, Jay does, so that's a good thing.
I don't have none of that. And I like it this way. So that's the thing because it's pros and cons to being on the camera.
It's
VS can
definitely
attest to
pros and
that
cons.
because QI saw her and then QI was salivating and all this. The women do that. They do that.
Oh my god. Well, somebody I think really cute on here.
Who, child?
Ew, Charlie, you already know. Ew.
The side profile man.
Side profile, that beard though. He know who he is. But
Surprised he
anyway,
ain't dropped down yet, child. I'm surprised he ain't.
anyway. What up, Happy Life? How you doing? What up, Global and just cooling? What up? How y'all doing? Real Mamas, YouTube, Felicia, Diva Style,
Sorry, y'all. I had went on
CEO.
mute because I saw Happy Life down there. I didn't know if Happy Life was trying to be missed.
Oh
You
no,
know, Happy
you know,
Life be
Happy
having
Life is
a
messy.
messy spirit from time to time.
He got a messy spirit. He got a messy spirit. Yes, he do. We gonna have to pray for him. What up, Jazz? How you doing? What up, Very Carrie? How you doing? Everybody, please make sure you like and share the video if you haven't already. Mitri, hey you guys. I appreciate you guys for being here today. I swear I was trying to only be here for a second. My girl, Sislo, she's gonna be live in a minute. I'm gonna go over there and join her for her little birthday live. We're just gonna kick it and shoot the shit over there. But other than that, anything else that any last minute? We discussed VS, we discussed Reed, we discussed Lolo. You weren't here, I think, when we discussed Lolo. What we thought about that show last night, or how we thought, like, most people thought Lolo should have left. You know, instead of
Yeah,
being like disrespected the whole show like she was. Hmm.
I got here late, so I didn't hear that part, but I heard other people do commentary about it. Now, do I think Lori should have left? No. She was invited there to give her voice just like anybody else. The problem is that she didn't give her voice. That's the problem. And that's a her problem. That's not my
It's
problem. That's a
absolutely her problem because she has had plenty of opportunity. That's why I said she should have left or not showed up, because she had plenty of opportunities to really, really, really say her truth. And she has yet to say her truth about how she really felt. She finally said last night that she had tears coming out of her eyes when Ness cussed her ass out on the bus. When did they get
well,
back?
but I
Like
already
two
knew
weeks
that.
ago?
You didn't know that before?
No, I didn't. I didn't know that she
Oh,
said Ness made her cry.
yes, because King Ramen News spoke about it on Room Shakers Live shortly after the trip and then on his own live. But long story short, when she had them tears coming out, Rebel was there patting her back.
But
So
see,
it
that's
had to
the
been
thing.
real.
I mean, I
Rebel
don't
sat by
know.
her and was rubbing her back and trying to console her.
And see, that's the thing. I don't know how many people will let anybody, I don't care if they 100 or if they 22, will let them talk to them that time. I don't give a damn if Lolo was recording on purpose or if she was recording herself.
Hmm.
She sat there and allowed some people to talk to her like that, and she's been sitting there allowing people to do shit to her. But see, like I said, she never has played a victim. I feel like she's never played a victim because she's constantly allowed people to do shit to her, and she didn't lash out. She never lashed
Hmm.
out. She always was trying to protect them, protect Ness, protect Lemon when he was mocking how she walked, protect them. She was always protecting them. And that's the only problem I have with Lolo. And I really do like Lolo. And I felt like if you're going to continue protecting, then you shouldn't have even went over there on that show. I mean, Ness started off in the first minute or two when she was first began to talk. You moron! Like she went in her from the gate. And Lolo was just sitting there, even though the faces was giving me life. And I even said it in the chat, Lolo, you got faces for days, girl. But
She does, but that's the thing because the one thing that I do find slightly gratifying with this whole kerfuffle in the conscious energy voice is that when me and Lolo was at odds, we were at odds for a personal reason. And Ness took it up on herself to grab Lolo up once Lolo had got back. And Lolo felt like she was in a new group. So then that's where me and Lolo kind of divided even more. And even when I knew the heads up about certain things and I told Lolo, she didn't believe it. She wanted to believe this new group that she was with. And so my biggest thing is when I was arguing with Lolo for personal stuff, not no YouTube, but personal. I had to be the villain, and Ness painted me to be the villain. she helped with that. And so now she done met the woman in real life. And now she the villain. Girl, I'm laughing with my feet up. That's how I feel
Child,
about it.
do y'all see these comments? Okay, first of all, somebody said they found a video where Ree had a bowl of poop in her fridge with a lid. Somebody else said that there is a hit on Lemon and Ness. They said somebody named Gangster Boo put a hit on Lemon
Oh,
and Ness.
oh.
What?
And into Dora the Explorer, can you go to that next Dora the Explorer comment?
The one below that?
Uh-huh. Yes. So Dora the Explorer, you must not be subscribed to me because I answered this question before. I continue to still be around Ness because I wanted Edie's information. For the longest time, Ness was sitting on that information and never would give it up. So I had to stay the course. So that's why I was around Ness. And once I got Edie's information, I really don't need nothing else from Ness.
Yep. And I'm with you, Carrie. I was saying that earlier. Some people, they want you to go back and forth with them. You don't have to fight with everybody. And I don't care how people look at me. Oh, the hood table ain't said nothing. There are certain people on here that pick and pick and pick at me. And I know they purposely doing it for the numbers. If I ain't really done something to you and you just picking, I'm not going to allow you to use me for numbers. No, I'm not.
Yeah, so yeah, but I just want to click up here and just holler at y'all real quick. But
Well,
I'm
thank
gonna
you
drop
for getting
down.
the panel, boo. You know you always welcome over here, love.
You welcome, but yeah, I just had heard you told that lie, and I said, let me go up here.
That was
But you
not a
know,
lie. I said this is what I said. This is what I maybe meant to say before I lie again. What I meant to say was if it doesn't come here on the YouTube streets, and I done said it many times, but if it doesn't come here on the YouTube streets for us to basically hear it, then I don't do commentary on it because only cases in the YouTube B sector that I do is once we hear about it. It's like,
right.
once it's here, it's like just like the most recent case with Dovey and them, everybody's doing lies on it.
Mhm.
So with Ness and VS and uh what's her name in Cali? What's her name? You know who I'm talking about, the Cali girl.
Misunderstood.
No. Yeah, well, her too. Her too. The Sean
7
Bradleys and the
stars.
5 A's and the 7 star. Yeah, once it comes into the B sector algorithm, it's like I feel it's free for all. But I will never go outside and just search people and just look and try to find something. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Okay. Well, and
But
I mean, I
is
don't.
this Queen Tulsa in the background looking beautiful, girl?
She better
Hey,
What
not
up,
bring her
Queen?
ass up here talking no shit.
I hope y'all
Jay
ain't beefing. Are
Dunn.
y'all beefing, Queen Tulsa,
I
you and
thought we
Jay?
was good.
Oh
We are
Lord.
good. I was laughing at you when I watched Brianna replay when Reed and VS was going at each other. And Brianna was like, she don't want that smoke. And you was like, but yes, she does.
Yes, yes. And look, she must have rewatched that video because she went up. I was ready for it. Baby, listen here. Let me tell y'all. I got me some popcorn seeds. I got my popcorn maker. Baby, it's going down tonight. Hood table, thank you for having me over here.
You always welcome over here, beautiful. And you know what? I always talk about my popcorn seeds and me popping my popcorn on the stove in a pot. I don't do that shit in the microwave. When we got some tea over here,
I got an air.
I gotta pop
I
my
got the
shit.
air popper. It's an air popper that I use. But
Uh-huh.
I done had it on the stove before too. It's good.
That
Yes,
part.
yes. Hold on, let me make sure this happy life.
Let's go. Let's go.
What up, boo? What up?
What
So
up?
I'm gonna let of course, we all been talking for a minute, so I'm gonna let Miss Queen go first. Now, Queen, I don't know how long you've been here, but we basically been talking about the shit with Reed and VS and also that interview last night with Lolo and Ness. So that's basically been what we've been speaking on. So you got anything to say about that? Any thoughts?
Yes, on the Ness and VS. Ness really didn't know who she was playing with. And there's been a lot of stuff coming out about Ness. And you know what? I tried to go over there and be kind with her and just meet her where she was. But her cockiness is going to be her downfall. She's out here buying subscribers, she's out here buying views. Honey, she's out here just really finessing and lying to the people. So when you say finessers, she's definitely holding that part down. And I do feel like she's a shit starter because with this whole Lemon and Shakim situation, she gave us that content. Now she gets to sit up here and watch Lemon cry on his live because she knows she started all this mess. And then when you talk about the sponsor, child, the sponsor is over it with her. I heard that her email was she gave somebody permission to be in her email. So some stuff is going to be coming out. And then when you talk about who else did you say y'all talked about?
Lolo.
Lolo, like the Lolo and Ness sit down
Mhm.
last night.
Okay, so Lolo and Ness. Miss Lolo is old school. She might play like she's a little off and things like that, but baby, she's taking notes. And
Hey,
I'm just I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready for Miss Lolo to just really push forward.
uh,
She's a genuine, I could say, like, she likes to have fun. She's a genuine person. She brought so much to that trip. Um, even dinner. She's bought dinner. They ravished her, bar. Um, but my thing is, if they ravished her bar, why did they ravish the bar that was at their room? That would be my question. But other than that, I'm here. I'll go on mute.
Okay, and the last thing, do you got any comments on Reed and VS before I give it over to Happy Life?
Baby, Miss Reed, I say, girl, go and get your Fixodent. Go get your Fixodent and put your teeth in because it's about to go down. VS is not about to play with you. When it comes to her breaking back into the sector, and she has like new businesses going on. So she's going to be out for anybody that has wronged her. And let's just say that Rita's going to be the first one on the docket besides Ness.
Child, child. And what up, Natural Loves? Yes, I see you, boo. And what's up, Sim? How you doing? Dora, Michi, CC and TV. What up, CC and TV? Kind of me. How's everybody doing today? Make sure you guys like and share the video on the way in if you haven't already done so. Please and thank you very much. Now, what up, L Edwards? How you doing? I didn't see you sliding up in here. But so happy life. And we do got 25 more minutes, okay? Happy Life. What do you feel about everything that's been going on?
well, first off, I want to say good afternoon on this precious Tuesday to Jay Dunn, Charlie, and my best friend, the Hood Table,
What
A
up, though?
Tulsa. And I
Hello.
just want to say about the Lolo situation. I mean, whether she's recording or not, I think she should have like stood up for herself. At least she be holding back a lot and stuff like that. And she needs to like take notes on who she hangs around and all this other stuff. And when it comes to VS and Reed, I don't know what the hell's going on with them two because them two used to be tight and all this. And whatever Reed is doing, VS is not having it. Because I know VS had some history and my some of my people in real life at Greensboro have looked into it and I know VS going through a lot. So I mean, look, she coming back, she having businesses, and whoever's gonna wrong her, she not falling for it twice, and she will call the authorities and be in hiding. So
Yep. And I wanted to say another thing about the Lolo situation. I know a lot of y'all out here are parents, and y'all probably have children who have been like involved in school and activities, like maybe sports, football, track, wrestling, basketball, whatever. And you might have to be at those school events and sitting around some really rowdy kids who are younger than you. And I know I'm not the only person who have ever had to turn around and tell a kid, if I hear you talking like that again, or if you don't watch your mouth while you sitting around all these elderly people or people older than y'all, what the hell is wrong with y'all? Where your mama at? Type of situation like that. Or even in your own neighborhood, at a job, at a store. Like, it comes a point in time where you have to stand up for yourself, regardless of how
Right.
old that person is. And there is no way that I would let somebody younger or any age talk to me the way that she allowed them to talk to her
You know
on that
what?
trip and
The hood
after
table.
that trip. Hmm.
Can I speak up on that? Because thank you for bringing that up. Girl, I would have slapped the taste out of their damn fucking mouth if I was there.
Girl.
I'm just gonna be honest because that's not how I was raised. You respect the elders. I don't give a damn if you're partying, you're drinking or whatever. You still that's she's older than you. You know, that's somebody's mama, that's somebody's grandmother. Like you said, that's somebody's grandmother. Um, and I noticed that they like to go back and call her a crackhead and she smoked all this crack. Well, I'm a recovering crackhead too. Okay. So thank God we're not doing it today. How about you go out there and get yourself together and clean up your childhood trauma so you can thrive and survive out here in life? Get into that.
Yes. Because even if she doesn't want, I mean, I'm not saying you have to fight and things like that. I know she got ailments and things like that, but I can give a good tongue lashing. I can create some new curse words on site. I can go to 0 to 100 if I'm arguing or fighting with somebody, just to sit there and talk about. Tears was coming down my eyes, and yes, I was a step, and I didn't know what to do. I don't understand that. I mean, you can be the nicest person in the world, the sweetest person in the world, but you gotta let people know how they gonna treat you. And for you not to even be like real close to these people, these are strangers. Hell, I cuss out friends and family. Like a stranger. Oh yeah, we would have been going back and forth. They would have pulled that motherfucking bus over that pole. Would have had to move out the way because yeah, at the least bit, we would have been cussing and going off. I had to let me off on the next stop. Let me in my wheelchair or whatever the fuck. We going back to the hotel. Fuck you, bitch, and goodbye. But
And
just to
even
sit
if
there,
she
that's why I said
didn't,
if you're not gonna do nothing in her face, if you're not gonna talk back to her online or in her face, just leave it alone, Lolo. Because although Ness, yeah, she's probably looking worse than you in these situations, but you're not making yourself look good either.
here's my
That's why I
thing.
said
And
she don't need to. Yeah.
even if you didn't say it right then and there, because you was trying to smooth things over for a trip or whatnot, right? And when she came back, she was still trying to smooth it over, thinking I think she thought in her mind that if I smooth it over and I still remain neutral and don't say anything, maybe they'll get off my back and we'll be friends again. But why would you want to be friends with people who talk crap on you? I wouldn't want that because
And
that
I
ain't
was
your true
nice and
friend.
pacifying them, and like no, like you, like as soon as the interview
Mm-mm.
started, she called her a what? She called her a moron.
I'd have been talking back, child. I'm gonna say
And
this.
let
Even if
me
you're my elder, I'm talking back on that one because you ain't gonna call me
right.
stupid to my face and me just sit there like a lump on a log and not say something.
And I don't want people to take this the wrong way. I'm not saying that Ness doesn't have any right to talk her shit. I'm not saying that.
Right.
What I'm saying is you have a right to talk your shit back. Because this is the B sector. So I would never say, oh, because you're a senior citizen and Ness is in her 30s, she should respect you. No, that's not how it goes over here. All I'm saying is if you're not going to stand up to this person, whoever they are, then you need to, why is you going around doing these shows? Just leave it alone. Because for one, she's still not standing in her truth and saying how she really feels about shit. It's like every week or so, every few days, she'll go into, yeah, they did this, and yeah, I felt this way, and yeah, like just say it with your chest or just leave it alone. That's how I feel.
Say it with your chest.
Or leave it alone, because this lady has been like talking shit to you, yelling and screaming at you, and all this kind of shit. Like this has been going on for weeks and weeks. And again, last night, while you sat there making all these faces and stuff, and again, she was giving faces. I was cracking up at some of the faces, but I'm like, if you're not going to say what you want to say or get it off your chest, then just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Let's go on to the next storyline. You know what I mean? And let me make sure this is Natural Lux Diva. 1 second. Natural?
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, boo.
Hey to you and your panel and to the chat. Girl, I ain't gonna be on here long because they've been talking bad about me, hurt my feelings, ran me off.
Oh.
Yeah, they talk about some of the ladies I respect, but it's all good. It's all good. Just because you know what, because you're right. I agree with you, and they know that. With BS, Ness, and those that I support. Like I say, you know how you like them, but other people probably don't get it. You see the good, but I don't agree with certain things. I can't go with that, not just because of a Christian, but as a person, because I was raised, you have to be respectful to others. You don't have to take their mess. And I didn't mean to put elderly people, I meant my elders. And I still believe in that today. You're right about that. It's just so much that's not being said. It was so much how they planned it, and it didn't go that way. And everybody has been coming at them. But even in that, it's not being articulated by Lolo or Ness, in my opinion, because they know what they want to say, they know how they want to act. I wish it would just go away. I really do. I really do. But I do know some stuff, and even knowing that is still not an excuse to talk to people any kind of way. I agree with you on that 1,000%. And if you're either gonna stand up and get it out and get it over with, or what? Because like you said, it's just dragging, and people don't know what to think. And honestly, you got people saying things, half of it isn't true. You know what I mean? So I agree with you on that 1,000%. I just got tired of typing. You're right. You're gonna either say it or just leave it alone. Go mute.
If you ain't shitting, get off the pot. Hello?
That's
I was
exactly
just about,
that's
oh, Queen
that's
Tulsa is reading my
exactly it.
mind.
That's exactly it. That's exactly what it is. And y'all didn't know I was the sponsor, huh?
Well,
Yeah,
that's what I
then
was about to ask you about, because
girl,
I thought you was the sponsor. Now they're
I
trying to say Bless
am.
is the sponsor. So who the heck?
Miss Sponsor over here. No, just kidding. Miss Natural
Right.
Can
Lux.
you sponsor me? I don't
Can
want
you
to go to
sponsor
Okay,
the
me,
no,
Miss
bar.
see that
Natural? Sponsor
I'll
the
go
hood
to
table
I'm
I'll
with
go
a
to
probably
trip.
Kansas City. I
I'm
don't care where
proud.
you send me.
No, I
Girl, I
need to be
told her
the
I would get on
sponsor.
your
Orlando.
case in a minute. I told her I would, but she don't ship to Florida. You don't ship to other states. I love her cakes and stuff, especially that pink one. But she doesn't ship to Florida.
Oh, so if I ship you a cake, then I can get sponsored.
Ooh.
Oh, what you want to be sponsored for, girlfriend? What you
I
want?
want a trip. You giving everybody else trips?
Girl, please.
Me and
If
Charlie
I
want to go on a trip.
if
Happy
it's a
Life can
trip,
come along too.
no, Happy Life be falling out with you too much. No, I've seen how Happy
Uh-uh.
Life move, and he
Don't
called
start
her.
that.
Oh
I'll
yes,
be fine on the trip.
Let me tell you, Happy Life say, uh, "Hey Ness, Brianna don't like you." Then next week, Brianna, Ness don't
No,
like you.
no,
Then next week,
no.
the hood. I'm just playing.
I ain't
I be
gonna
like,
do
Happy
that
Life,
shit.
you gonna need your own room,
We
Happy
gonna
Life. That's
Yeah,
all I
you got to
ask.
have your own room, and it won't. And you
Sure,
can't
sure
bug out.
that.
Yeah, no,
I'm not
really.
gonna ask
We're
you
gonna.
that.
I'm looking at a trip. We're gonna do something for real, and it'll be off the chain. But every now and then I can show my girl. You like Starbucks, don't you, do it?
Yes, I love me some coffee, and I definitely love Starbucks.
Yeah, so
I like
I'm a Starbucks.
cappuccinos and
I
stuff.
love That's my thing, my Starbucks. I didn't get any
Hmm.
today, but I gotta look out for my girl every now and then. I do that, and we'll see.
Thank God for
Holidays
you.
coming up. We'll see. But I'm gonna get down. Thank you for letting me up. I was just saying I agree with you on that, but I wish it would go away. Either you're gonna stand in it or leave it alone. Because
Yes.
yeah, it's sort of like playing with people's emotions
Just
and stuff
start doing
like
other
that.
content because I just
Yeah,
feel like if you're not gonna say it with your chest, then just
Do
yeah.
something else.
like I was
Well,
asking other people, what did y'all get from the show last night? And a lot of people was like, nothing. Like,
I
what?
came in on the end. Yeah, I did. And yeah, that's what I heard. It was no resolve. It's still the same. They were laughing. So, you know what? I promise you, I can almost see them coming back together because it doesn't, they laughing and, saying it, but then laughing. Because did you see that at the end? So maybe, I mean, I don't
Is
know.
it a play?
I don't know if it's a play. No, that couldn't be a play. Not like that, could it? Because if it was a play, somebody said stuff to me, I'll get mad. It won't be a play no more. You know what I mean? I don't
They
know.
ain't real low. You get what I'm saying? Like they ain't went beyond the scope where there's no turning back. So there's a possibility that we ain't thought about. This could have been a whole play for content.
Oh my God. Could
So
have been.
what?
I
You
don't
think
know.
Lolo? Y'all think Lolo and Ness are that cool, and they just played the show off?
I
Could
I
mean, if
be.
don't
that's the case, then Lolo got played.
I can't
If
see
it
it
was a
Mm.
being a
play,
play.
then
I
Lolo
think it's
got played.
real. Yeah, I think it's real. I do. I couldn't see that being a play. To me, all these be well, most of it, because I have seen plays before, and you thought it was real. Today was unfortunate, or yesterday too, with Reed and VS, and I hope they leave it alone because I'm telling y'all, I've said it before. Some things are gonna happen, and it's not gonna be a good ending, but it has to happen. It's
That's
gonna
what me and
happen,
Charlie
and
said. If it
it's
keeps
gonna be
going,
even more. I've been saying this
hmm
for weeks now.
You- you-
It's already started. And I was like, listen, don't go that far. Don't go that far. Because y'all got to be honest, this stuff is dark. You know what I mean? It's dark. And you're talking about families and people's emotions. And it's going to get bad. It's going to get worse. And I'm just praying, I wish everybody well, but it's going to get worse.
I'm
And it's
hoping
going to
it don't get
pull,
worse.
and you
It
I'm
pull,
hoping
might.
it
other
doesn't
people are
either.
going to be, and when I say that, other people are going to, yeah, watch. It's
It
already
might get to the
started.
point. You know what I'm waiting on? It might get to the point where Lemon finally just says fuck it and just diss himself from this, and
But what
them
was they
two.
talking about Lemon? Somebody said he was over there crying.
Oh,
Well, he
wow. See,
cursed
I've
me
been
out
missing
last
a
night because
lot.
I tried to challenge him on, what we was, how he flaked out on us. And then another thing is how he goes in on me. I was specifically talking about me. Like you just one little thing, then you go into these transphobic rants and you
Oh,
know,
wow.
I mean, I'm like, I didn't even bring up, none of the escapades or the shenanigans. Like, I didn't even get to that part.
Right.
Like when I challenge him with something, then he tries to shut me down. And it's like, I'm not about to argue with you.
Well, that's the problem, Tosa. See,
He's
you be
drinking
coming out
too
here.
much.
Yeah, also that, but you be coming out here asking the real questions, trying to figure out
My
what's the key and all.
My advice is, when it's getting too emotional and people could do what they want. And when I say it's gonna get dark, I don't mean just them. It's gonna be other things. And it's not good. It's not fortunate because you don't want to see people go that far. But it's exposing and all that stuff is gonna come. But my thing is when it gets to be like that, because I know for me, like the way I felt the other day, listen, we all have to pray every day. I was gonna lay in and cuss them out because I'm like, I support y'all. I don't do nothing, but you know what? When I get to that, I need to go somewhere and check out. And we
Yeah.
all do. When it gets too emotional, turn this thing off. Get off for a while. You will be surprised how much better you would
Oh
feel.
no, don't
And
tell
go
me
and do what you
Lolo's
got to
too weak
do.
for the beat second now. Come on.
Now
For
I'm gonna
what?
say this, Queen Tulsa, no matter like say me and you had a beef, right? I'll
Right.
still never disrespect your transness. I'm still gonna call you by your pronouns and what you
Right. Me
choose to
too.
be. Like
Right.
regardless, because I have what they call respect. Just like with Lady Dimples, they always on her about that, and others in the sector. I myself, this is my personal thing, would never
Right.
do that. I might cuss you out and call you a B word and every other
And that's,
name in the book, child. But
yeah. But
Charlie,
see, and that's
Charlie,
cool
get
right there.
quiet.
Like, let's keep it there where we going back and forth with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like going low and talking about what's in between your legs and all. Like now you didn't took it to a whole nother thing. Now you undressing me. You
When
know?
you don't feel, yeah, and you know what, it doesn't, like they say, this is the beef set, then it is. So for the ones that's hurting or whatever, check out for a while. It'll do you some good. You'll be surprised. That's my advice, because I feel better too. But hey, but I hope it don't. But things are already starting to unravel, and it's not good. But it's gonna happen. It is gonna happen.
All
Well,
I
they
know
said
is
that
me, Charlie, is gonna eat our popcorn. That's all I know.
I got my popcorn for 9 o'clock p.m. I got my sweet and salty popcorn, just
oh
a
Lord.
tad bit
Well,
for
they
nine
said
o'clock cooking.
Lemon, did his brother just pass? I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, I'm gonna say a
Who
little prayer
who
for his
did?
brother who
Well, they
passed.
said he was
Regardless,
emotional about his brother who got killed. Was that just recent, Charlie?
I don't
Oh
know, but
wow.
I'm gonna say this: regardless, anybody out there right now that's going
Right.
through some things, that's lost a family member,
Say a
like
prayer.
Miss
Yeah.
Leo going through cancer, everything else,
Yeah.
I'm
Praying for
praying for you,
her.
baby, and for real,
Yeah.
from my heart, that's real, because
Mhm.
Jesus is my
Yeah.
homie in real life.
Come on now. You better speak. And
Well,
Come
that's
let
on
me
And
me
now.
your
see
too.
if
only
this.
Amen.
Let me
homie
see
Yeah,
is
if
that's
this is
that.
me
kind to
too.
me. Is this kind to me?
It
Is
is.
yeah.
Hi.
Hi,
Hey,
kind to
kind to
me.
me.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Hi,
Any
beautiful.
background
Yeah.
noise or anything? I
Yeah,
just
we.
wanted to come up and say hi to everyone. I also wanted to just check on Natural because she seemed like she had a lot going on. And I've only known her to be kind of, really kind in the chats and even when she hits the panels. So are you
Oh,
okay,
thank
Natural?
you. Oh yeah, I'm good. Well, I was getting ready to get on one because I've been, I'm in and out. We do the things with the church, and I got on, and I heard them talking. I said, and when I first clicked on, I was gonna say hello to everyone, and I said, I heard all this negative talk, and it was some bad stuff, and I said, you know how your heart dropped? I said, are they talking about me? Because I was just coming back. And then I got on another one, and somebody said, "Oh, they're talking about you real bad." And I said, "Me? I thought it was a joke."
Yeah.
And I said,
I
"Well, what did
wasn't
I do?
sure if it
I've
was
been
a joke
gone."
or not, so I'm
No, I
not
don't think it
sure.
was a joke because I actually heard something, and then they said somebody else. But it's all good. You know what? I take it with a grain of salt, and you know what? It is
Great.
the beef sector. I just felt, it caught me off guard because I support these ladies. I do. I support everybody, but instead of just getting like that, I say, let me check
And
out a little bit. And that's what we all have
and
to do. Thank you
yeah,
so
that's
much.
probably the
Thank
best
you.
thing. But I just wanted to make sure that you're okay. I mean, I'm not
Oh my
with
God.
you a lot of times, but I know the times that I have seen you in chats, you have been nothing but pleasant. Of course, you can
Now
be a
see,
little
she's gonna make me cry.
overbearing. No,
I'm
no,
in
no. I'm just
tears of
saying. Of course, you
no,
can be a
don't
little
happy tears.
overbearing, just with wanting us to understand. I feel
Yeah,
like you're a Christ-like person, so I think you
yeah.
kind of lead with that. But we're of course B sector, so we're still going
Hmm.
to do our thing. But I just wanted to make
Yeah.
sure that you were okay, and so I was glad when you
Oh
popped up in the
yeah.
chat just so I can say hi.
Thank you so much, and God bless you. And thank you so much, the hood. She is my girl, and I like all of you. Peace and blessings, Charlie. Keep on doing your
Same to
thing.
you.
Yeah, and
And
I
thanks
don't
for
like
letting
this.
me up the hood. I hope you're okay.
Thank
The hood
you.
table. I enjoy
You are
watching you
so
guys
welcome.
as
I'm
well.
Thank.
Thank you for having me up. I'm dipping out now.
All
get
right.
to
Thank you for
Starbucks
joining
Right.
tomorrow,
us.
the hood.
Have a great day on
Get to
purpose, sis.
get
Bye,
All
to
right,
ladies.
Bessel
Starbucks
up.
tomorrow.
Love
Okay,
you. Ain't
All
y'all.
nothing
right.
you can do about it.
All right, bye bye.
Later.
Exactly. Love you
Love
too.
y'all.
Bye.
Love you
Thank
guys
you,
and see you
baby.
out there on the streets, y'all. See you on the streets. And what up, T Evans and QI and JustNet and D Ham 3110. D Ham said, thank you, Charlie, for the prayers. Yes, we all, with the B sector, and I think other sectors, adjacent to us are probably the same way. But we can be a certain way on a certain level. But when it comes to, being human and people hurting or got family members who are passing or like even Leo, like I heard somebody say, the only people really support her now, extra people is because of her condition. And Leo was like, whatever, I ain't doing this or trying to get all these extra views and subscribers. But it is what it is. It's the B sector. And a lot of times when people are going through shit, yeah, we're going to get a lot of more views and a lot of more clicks and things like that. So that just comes with the territory. Hell, I could say my grandbaby sick right now. If I get on here and talk about it, it might get a lot of people in the chat. Oh, how's your grandbaby? I don't really know you that much, but I'm praying for you. That's just that's just
I always
the way it
say
is.
we a
Oh,
big dysfunctional family, right? We may
thank you.
fight each other one day. Me and you may be calling each other bees and hoes and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And got
But
children
then
and
the
call the
next day,
authorities.
if I found out something terrible happened to somebody, if you
Yeah.
don't think I ain't gonna pray for them in real life, because here's the thing, all this stuff that we see on this beef sector streets, it's just that. It is entertainment purposes only. It ain't real. When you turn off that camera and you turn off that thing and you go back to your real life, that's what's really going on, right? These When they turn off that camera, what's really going on with them is really going on with them. You get what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna pray for you, and I really mean it from the bottom of my heart.
And Charlie is good for that. If she senses that just need to stop, Charlie will interrupt the show and say, "Hood table, do you mind if we just pray real quick?" So yeah, a lot of us are like that, especially the ones of us who grew up in church. It's nothing to pray for. Hell, my mother, her super religious, but rest in peace. Man, let her not find out my friend at school something happened to them. Could you call your friend and could you ask them? Is it okay if I pray with? I'm like, oh my god, that shit used to get on my nerves when I was growing up. But like, everybody loved her. But anyway, somebody said in the chat that Lemon is grieving and grief has different state. Yeah, grief has stages. And okay, what is QI trying to say? And the process, like me, he comes on here. Oh yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, hey, that's how I was with the Rona. Remember how I used to go down in the B sector with the Rona? We was on here 25/8. 365 all day, every way, every day, trying to laugh and keep entertained and keep our spirits up. And despite of, a lot of people passing all around us. So yeah, that's how it is. But you guys, I'm gonna get off of here because my friend was supposed to go live at like 6 p.m. my time, and they pushed it back to 7 p.m. because my show I had a show already planned, and they didn't really know about it. But they are doing a little birthday, thing on their channel for their birthday. So I'm gonna go over there and
I'm
join them.
posting the link, child.
Yes, please post a link to Sis Slow. A lot of y'all probably know her. She's a good friend of mine on and off YouTube, and one of my longtime moderators and supporters, and we support her as well. And she couldn't celebrate her birthday, when it was last week or on the 4th because she had a loss in the family. So we're just gonna hang with her for a while
It's
tonight.
Miss Sislow.
Yeah,
Yes.
Miss Sislow Newsworthy.
Okay, yeah,
But
she's
actually,
on in an hour.
yeah, and it's actually, hold on one second. Let me see. Did she change it too?
She
Okay, she
changed it
said she moved
61
it.
Yeah,
minutes,
she pushed it
child.
out.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
she moved it to 9.
8. It's 8 my time.
Yeah,
Oh,
8
I
my
didn't know she
time.
moved it back to 9.
Girl, I didn't know. I thought she was on Central Standard.
What's first? She said okay. So first she said 8. Then she said 9. No, she's not on Central. Nope.
No, I'm
She's
talking
in
about me
Detroit.
and
She's in
you. I
Detroit.
thought me and you was both on Central because
Yeah,
it's
me and you are both on Central, but she's in Detroit, so they're
it
like an
says 8
hour.
o'clock. It says 8 o'clock on my time.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's our time. Yeah, Central time, but
Yeah.
it's 9 o'clock her time.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you saying it for the East Coast people? Okay, I got
Yeah,
you,
yeah, yeah.
girl. I got you. I was about to say, girl, Central too.
But basically what's going to happen as soon as I end mine, she's going to start. So regardless of what time she had it set, she's going to start as soon as I finish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they in communication like that. See, they
yeah,
real
that's how she did
systems.
it. We already been talking behind the scenes while I was live.
Yeah, I just subscribed.
But yeah, thank
Thank
you so
you,
much.
Queen
She's a
Telsa, and
sweetheart.
anybody who's subscribed to
You're
Siso, because she is the
welcome.
sweetest human you will ever meet in your life. When I say love you and ain't nothing you can do about it, guess where I got it from? Sislo.
And thank you, Natural Love. She said, I'm sorry to hear there was another school shooting. Yes, it was right here in our city. And people have been hitting me up all day to make sure that nobody that I know was involved or, checking up on. We are good. Fortunately, unfortunately, and fortunately, it was one person who was shot. Fortunately, I say that because it could have been worse, but they think it was just a two-person situation, people, students beefing, not like somebody just ran up in there and just. So, but either way, it's still That's why I said fortunate, unfortunate at the same time. But yeah. But this is room. I think Room Shaker's in the back. I'm gonna see what Room Shaker want real quick before we get off of here because we was
Hey,
just
Oh, you
about to
know
leave.
boo.
what? We take it on
Room
what? What's up?
Shaker,
Hey, my shaker.
what's shaking?
Tulsa and
Hey.
I don't know the last person.
Happy life.
Charlie and Happy Life. Yeah.
What's up? What's up?
Hey,
Shaker,
room
shaker.
shaker, baby.
Hello. Y'all creating a demon and a somewhat wannabe beast, but I'm gonna enjoy dragging the skin up off of him. I'm gonna skin him alive.
Oh,
What he do to you,
Lemon. She
shaker?
gonna drag
I missed
lemon.
it.
what
She gonna
happened?
drag.
I had
Oh,
missed it.
um, he was over in the troll beef Mo 3/Mo 3 sector. So then the title holder spoke to me and let me gonna tell me that I'ma stand in, I'ma co-host and kiss his feet and kneel to him like nigga who the fuck cause he's a star. Like, nigga, you nobody. I unsubscribed and ain't looked back, but the fact you wanted to and you couldn't drag me, so you spoke on my child. I'm glad that everybody telling me you was crying last night, because now I'm going to come for you and I'm going to drag the skin off your dead brother as well. It's up and it's stuck. Don't come for my kids, because people have a tendency to cry when I bring out the nooses and I go demonic, but when somebody comes for me, you can't tell me how to fight, because he should have focused in on me. Because I would have gave him a little 1-2 real quick, but the fact that you had to stoop to lower levels because you couldn't approach me and couldn't take me, like I'm sorry, you'll never be that queen that you want to be. You struggling with your sexuality and you scared to come out the closet. So now I'm gonna drag you and show you who the hell you playing with.
Oh my God! They
Mm.
said where and when did this happen?
This was today on Candace's page. And when I left Candace's page, it made
Oh,
me hit
lemon
her
was in
live
Mo
to
3.
drag him.
Mm.
Because I know everybody don't get down like that. And I'm like, so we talking about dad and kids on your panel. She said he already took it there, so rock out. So I cranked up on him. But I get the news about his brother and that he was crying on live last night and he took that live down. I know it's some people that got it. But yeah, you better hope that they don't let it seep and they don't send it to me, HBIC_RS on Instagram, and that they don't give it to me because I'm gonna show you how to play with a noose and the hell sector gonna have a lynching.
Girl, probably on LSA already.
I
I
told
don't
him
know
leave
what
that
to
room
say.
shaker alone. She gonna shake the room, child.
Child,
Don't poke the
Hey,
bear.
hey,
Okay.
I was on her live saying she gonna shake the world.
The way
I
room
had no
shaker's always
idea that this
been
was going on. I had no idea.
is
It
if
happened
you don't
today, but I was baffled. I was actually speechless for a moment. I said, "What you just say?" And he said, "Kiss my feet." And I say, niggas on this app know that you're not my king or my God, and I don't bow down to them. So the fact that you tried it and then you gonna tell me I'm a sit-in and I'm a co-host, like nigga, I run my own panel, but you somebody that's afraid of your own image and afraid to turn the camera on and cam up. And you was down there in Vegas looking like the last dragon, trying to make sure you was choking yourself with that head to make sure it didn't come off, and you kept glasses on at the same time. So how the hell did you think you was gonna come for me? But now I'm gonna be the person that try to push you over the edge because I'm coming for all your insecurities. Because see, I'm a person that I observe and I watch. And I watch how very uncomfortable you is in your own flesh. And now I'm gonna ride that. Now going to a couple of y'all lives, I thought you was on live crying. So is you trying to take your anger out on me because your brother died and he maggot food now? Like that ain't what we doing. So yeah, then
Mm.
he gonna say Ness told him I drugged him. I don't care. And everybody like, well, you need to check Ness too. No, because if Ness told you that, you should have fact checked before you thought you was gonna jump out there and come for me.
Mm.
Ooh,
So
child.
That
now you
particular
gonna
part.
come for both of them now.
Well, that's what you're speaking to me when I was in some B Factor lives earlier. So she didn't even mention it. So I was shocked that he had something to say to me. Like, nigga, you bow down, people take over your panel. You gotta get drunk just to stand your ground. Like, we are not the same. You're a
We are
coward.
not. Come on now.
Oh Lord,
I tried to warn him
I
last
need to
night, room
catch up on
shaker.
some shows, but they say Lemon deleted his, so I can't catch up on that one. But They said
Oh
Ness
yeah, he
set
went
him
on this
up.
whole big rant last night, and I don't want to say
Yep,
I
Ness
was the
set him
cause
up.
of
Yep.
it, but when he and I had got into it, I'm just letting him know, like, you need to slow down on that drinking, and you need to like stop lying to us. Just tell us the truth. Tell us what's going on. We gonna like you, whether if you're this way, that way. But don't sit up here and lie to us. He sat up there and had Shakim on his live begging for a ranch after you done went through this man's whole laptop. You don't think you deserve no. That boy said he needed pain and suffering. You're a big bully.
Living with somebody that before I even knew who he was, begging me to come to his channel and come to his page. He said he was a new co-host trying to get started and he would love for me to do appearances. And I still didn't know who he was. I questioned him about who he was. So then he like, a new content creator. I'm trying to build my platform. So that's what made me originally start coming to Lemon Link. But now you manufacturing beefs because you came at me when it really wasn't no beef. I politely unsubscribed from you a long time ago because I told you what my rules was. I don't support people and give my energy if you don't support me. So therefore, I hit his panel twice, and I brought it up to him because Big Riggs was asking me to have this conversation. He said, let me say, yeah, I told Room Shake I was gonna come. I lied to her about 3 times, and I'm still coming. I owe you that and all this other stuff. And nigga, you ain't popped up now time. So I was like, fuck it. I unsubscribed and kept it going. Now you mad because I'm not coming up there like I told you from start. I tell everybody, don't play with me and try to handle me like you handle everybody else. Because when you think because I'm quiet, I'm not noticing what you're doing, it's gonna come back and bite you in your ass.
That's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Okay, well, they talking about I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I missed the live, and Lemon he be going live at night. I be sleep, child. Sometimes I be there, but then I still fall asleep like during his live. But somebody has said something to you, Tosa. They said you were lying about why he was crying. They said
Child, that
Lemon
ain't
was
nobody but
crying
Lemon.
about another situation. Ness did I make him cry, Mister? Oh yeah, I think we figured it out that he was crying about his brother, or
Yeah,
you
because
know that,
I never said that. See, I never brought nothing up here about that man. Angry emoji, that's Lemon behind that.
When
Child, you
people
need
was
to
asking him why he was crying, he said he was crying about his brother. The people begging him and asking him where's the old Lemon, but he said the old Lemon don't exist no more. He's a star. Realize I'm talking to
no.
a star. Like nigga, you a nobody.
Let me tell you this. He wanted to be referred to as the devil. That's why we got into it. And that's why he blew up the way he did. Because he said that he's the devil. He's the devil. He told everybody he's the devil. People was in there saying, stop saying that, that
he
you're the
said
devil
that
and stuff
about
like that.
himself.
Yes, yes, yes. He just and I'm over there. He upset with me. He smells me. You coming in here all sober and stuff. I wasn't throwing my sobriety on him because I still smoke my trees, but I just don't do the drink.
Well, they said
You
he
know,
is harboring a lot of anger.
Lemmy want y'all to be drunk to hold his panel down because Lemmy can't hold the panel down by himself. And once he get drunk, he gonna pass the hell out. It's been several times that I sat over there and hold your panel down for you. It's been several times that you had a panel full to sit up there and give commentary because you can't exist amongst us. Your conversation is very limited. Like you're nothing to me. Like you are the bottom of the barrel if you ask me. But the fact that you thought I was gonna kiss your feet, like you had me all the way fucked up.
Well, they
yeah.
talking about Lemon is harboring a lot of anger for what happened to his brother.
What the
That
fuck that got to
explains
do with
his
us?
drinking and his anger, and he also suffers from anxiety of hearing bad news. He really opened up a lot last night. Well, did he put it on members only, or did he just totally
He took
private
it down
it?
because he was crying and he said that he knew people was gonna use it against him, but it's too late because everybody is talking about it. So you still finna get that attention and that smoke.
Oh yeah, and you already know LSA. If nobody else got it,
Yeah, you
LSA
already
got it.
know it's a beef festival
Lipstick
for you.
Alley. No, Lipstick Alley. If you don't know who they are, Happy Life, they got everything, child.
Oh,
They
they
know
got
everything
everything.
about everybody from back in 2015, 16, 17, 18. They can bring you. I'm telling you, I love Lipstick Alley for the history wise. They know everything, child.
Yep. And what up, Talent? Talent then reverted back to his former name. He is no longer talented. He's back to talent.
Oh,
What up, Talent? Tiffany
Mm,
now said, thank you, Doreen.
Hey,
I'm
Miss
curious.
Doreen.
Why the name change?
I don't know, but Sims said something. Where was it? Sims said something about they're bringing back the B Sector Forum, so make sure y'all support that. Trying to
oh,
figure out what to name it. Now, where is the B Sector Forum going to be? Because the only one I
Somebody
know about
drop
is
me
on
the link.
LSA.
Somebody
yeah,
drop me
Yeah,
the link, child, so I can be in the clouds, child.
is it going to be on YouTube or is this going to be on some other website?
like a
Because the only
website or
forum,
something.
yeah, the only forum I know is LSA.
I'm doing a hootie hoo out there. Somebody tag me in a
Man,
community
y'all about
post
to
with
give me
it.
an idea or shit, because y'all know I got me a whole website that I pay for every year on Wix. Shoot, thehoodtable.com. That's my website. I might have to go. Yeah.
Listen, girl, you might be
Bring
on to
it
Yeah.
back.
something.
Bring it back.
Let me start a B sector forum over there.
Jump on it.
I never thought about it. I do post videos over there for all my reviews and local news and, B sector shit, but I never
Yeah.
thought about doing a forum.
You know what I'm excited about?
Hmm.
I'm excited to hear Room Shaker drag the hell out of Lemon.
When is that going
Of
down, Room
course
Shaker?
you are.
I am. There's some people gathering information from me from the live, but I already went in once, but I told him I'm going in again. I'm opening up hell, and I'm gonna drag him again. The first drag was about his sexuality and what really happened with the condom, because I very much don't believe it was a play. I believe that you're very much in the closet. I don't think you bisexual. I think you flirt with women on this app for us to be your beard, and nobody takes you serious. Don't you know a woman can tell when a man is gay? We could tell by the energy that you give. And you don't get excited when
Mm,
their woman come around, because Wu got naked on your panel when she was arguing back and forth with Ness, and you
mm,
paid her no attention. You wanted her to put her clothes on and get down.
mm.
Ma'am, please
Uh,
put your clothes on. This is not the type of party, honey. Okay.
Hey Molly, what up, QI? The Sims said they're creating a website. Okay, definitely let us know when you create this website. Definitely let us know so we can follow it over
Tag
there.
me in your community post. I swear I'll be your first subscriber.
And maybe it'll be a little easier to navigate than LSA because LSA is not just B sector. They discuss trending
Everything.
news, celebrity news, world news. So it's kind of hard to navigate over there if you don't know what you're doing. But yeah. But yeah. Okay, you guys, I really gotta go. I really gotta go now.
All right.
All right.
Oh,
Thank you for
Before
having
hey,
us.
Linda B, how you doing? Thank you, Room Shaker, for jumping up here. She just jumped off real quick, but thank you so much. I appreciate you. And Queen Tosa jumped off too. Thank you both, ladies, for jumping up here. I do appreciate it. Molly said Room Shaker did that argument with Lemon happened before or after his show last night. Yeah, I don't know if she's still in the chat or not. But I'm gonna have to go over to her video and see what she said she dragged Lemon. So I'm gonna have to go over there and watch that. But yes, thank you,
before
D
we
Ham 310, for joining us this evening, and Very Carey, my lovely moderator, and everybody else in the chat. I think we actually was able to speak to everybody. Angry emoji said, "I am not Lemon," because I think
Miss
who was
Linda
that?
Mm.
B,
Husker. I mean not Husker, but Queen Tosa said that was Lemon.
Mm.
before we leave
They
out of
said I
here
am not
today,
Lemon.
and we drop Sislo's link again. So if everybody wants to, you can come over there and turn up with us in Sislo. I would like to say a prayer today.
Okay.
Okay, everybody bow your head now, child. Bow your head.
All
I saw
right.
you.
Now you
I
hear
saw
y'all.
somebody over there peeking. Happy life. Put your head down.
Uh, all right, I'm going on mute. I'm going on mute. Oh yeah, and don't forget the people here, Charlie, with the school shooting. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Dear Heavenly Father, today we come to you and we ask for your many blessings and for all those who are in pain today who have lost somebody or going through some struggles that they may not want to say on these streets. Dear Heavenly Father, we ask for you to lay your hands on them and give them strength. For those who were lost in the school shootings today, dear Lord, we pray for their family and that they get your mighty hands on them and protect them, dear Lord, and give them the strength to deal with these issues today. And anyone who is hurting and going through something, dear Lord, please give them strength and guidance and love. And in your name, we say amen. Thank y'all. And I'm going to drop this host.
Amen. Thank you.
And
Yes,
I
please.
just want to say before closing, I took y'all two's advice, and slowly but surely, I will be on point. But I'm slowly getting better. I'm getting there. I'm learning, and I do like this old school vibe. You know what I'm saying? I do like. I tend to hang around the OGs more often now. So I just want to say thank you.
You are so welcome, and we appreciate you over here. Happy life. QI, is that you? QI?
Yes, can you hear me?
Hey,
Yes, I
QI.
can
In the
hear you.
building.
Yes, hey boo.
Salute,
Now I
salute,
was
salute.
literally about to drop off of here to go to my friend's birthday live, so I'm gonna give you like a few
Oh, my
minutes,
bad.
then we gotta go.
Well, I just want to say, like with the, I don't know the situation that happened with Room Shaker and Lemon or whatever, but with Queen Tulsa, he pretty much started it. He had started earlier. He was just jumping on that train with everybody else trying to insinuate that Lemon is gay, and Lemon is not. Lemon is straight, and any straight man would have a problem, especially if you're gonna come in their face and you're gonna try to insinuate that they're gay. And if you're LGBTQIA, that's something that you should just not do. You know what the rules about outing. You know how hard it is. So you shouldn't do that to anybody else. And that's shocking. And then you want to get mad and went off on you because you were disrespecting him and his sexuality pretty much. So no, and now I see you running around telling lies, trying to play victim. This the beef sector, Queen Tulsa. Stand in your stuff. You started it. You can't run around playing victim and telling lies after you started. Don't think we don't see you on Jay Wilson and you on all of these panels. Just like you ran over there with Ness. And I'm not defending Ness or anything of that nature, but just like you ran over there with Ness. If you're new to the sector and don't know the stories, at least you should go up and ask questions in a polite way, not jump up there and automatically try to jump in the mess. That's your biggest mistake. And I digress from there. And and I'm gonna drop down. Thank you for allowing me up.
You're welcome, QI.
Later.
Hey,
All
I'm gonna go
right,
ahead and drop
so
down too. I'm gonna go over there and I'm going to sister. Y'all come follow. Come on, man. Let's turn up for her
yes,
birthday.
yes. Let's turn up for her birthday. So, okay, you guys, I'm out, but I wanted to thank everybody again for joining us this evening. Thank you, Charlie, for joining me tonight, and everybody else in the chat. Please, if you haven't already, please like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the join button if you want to become a member of the Hood Table. Also, if you want to donate to the platform or to the commentary, it's $ the Hood Table 402. And as always, stay safe, be blessed. Remain vigilant at all times and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out.